The great secret of true success, of true happiness, is this: the man or woman who asks for no return, the perfectly unselfish person, is the most successful. Take up one idea. Make that one idea your life, dream of it, think of it, live on that idea. Let the brain, the body, muscles, nerves, every part of your body be full of that idea, and just leave every other idea alone. This is the way to success, and this is the way great spiritual giants are produced. You have to grow from the inside out. None can teach you, none can make you spiritual. There is no other teacher but your own soul. In a conflict between the heart and the brain, follow your heart. In a day, when you don't come across any problems, you can be sure that you are traveling in a wrong path. All power is within you, you can do anything and everything. Believe in that, do not believe that you are weak, do not believe that you are half-crazy lunatics, as most of us do nowadays. You can do anything and everything, without even the guidance of anyone. Stand up and express the divinity within you. The greatest religion is to be true to your own nature. Have faith in yourselves. The greatest sin is to think yourself weak. Anything that makes weak, physically, intellectually, and spiritually, reject it as poison. Dare to be free, dare to go as far as your thought leads, and dare to carry that out in your life. We are what our thoughts have made us, so take care about what you think. Words are secondary. Thoughts live, they travel far. Be not afraid of anything. You will do marvelous work. It is fearlessness that brings heaven even in a moment. All love is expansion, all selfishness is contraction. Love is therefore the only law of life. He who loves lives, he who is selfish is dying. Therefore love for love's sake, because it is the only law of life, just as you breathe to live. You cannot believe in God until you believe in yourself. Feel nothing, know nothing, do nothing, have nothing, give up all to God, and say utterly, "Thy will be done." We only dream this bondage. Wake up and let it go. The fire that warms us can also consume us, it is not the fault of the fire. Comfort is no test of truth. Truth is often far from being comfortable. Learn everything that is good from others, but bring it in, and in your own way absorb it, do not become others. Was there ever a more horrible blasphemy than the statement that all the knowledge of God is confined to this or that book? How dare men call God infinite, and yet try to compress him within the covers of a little book? Do one thing at a time, and while doing it put your whole soul into it to the exclusion of all else. Whatever you think that you will be. If you think yourself weak, weak you will be. If you think yourself strong, you will be. We are responsible for what we are, and whatever we wish ourselves to be, we have the power to make ourselves. If what we are now has been the result of our own past actions, it certainly follows that whatever we wish to be in the future can be produced by our present actions, so we have to know how to act. Ask nothing, want nothing in return. Give what you have to give, it will come back to you, but do not think of that now. All differences in this world are of degree, and not of kind, because oneness is the secret of everything. A fool may buy all the books in the world, and they will be in his library, but he will be able to read only those that he deserves to. We reap what we sow, we are the makers of our own fate. The wind is blowing, those vessels whose sails are unfurled catch it, and go forward on their way, but those which have their sails furled do not catch the wind. Is that the fault of the wind? We make our own destiny. Books are infinite in number and time is short. The secret of knowledge is to take what is essential. Take that and try to live up to it. All the powers in the universe are already ours. It is we who have put our hands before our eyes and cry that it is dark. The only religion that ought to be taught is the religion of fearlessness. Either in this world or in the world of religion, it is true that fear is the sure cause of degradation and sin. It is fear that brings misery, fear that brings death, fear that breeds evil. And what causes fear? Ignorance of our own nature. The whole life is a succession of dreams. My ambition is to be a conscious dreamer, that is all. Each soul is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest this divinity by controlling nature, external and internal. Do this either by work, or worship, or psychic control, or philosophy, by one, or more, or all of these, and be free. This is the whole of religion. Doctrines, or dogmas, or rituals, or books, or temples, or forms, are but secondary details. There is no God separate from you, no God higher than you, the real you. All the gods are little beings to you, all the ideas of God and Father in heaven are but your own reflection. God himself is your image. God created man after his own image. That is wrong. Man creates God after his own image. That is right. Throughout the universe we are creating gods after our own image. We create the God and fall down at his feet and worship him, and when this dream comes, we love it. Where can we go to find God if we cannot see him in our own hearts and in every living being? The greatest truths are the simplest things in the world, simple as your own existence. Do not believe a thing because you have read about it in a book. Do not believe a thing because another man has said it was true. Do not believe in words because they are hallowed by tradition. Find out the truth for yourself. Reason it out. That is realization. There is no limit to the power of the human mind. The more concentrated it is, the more power is brought to bear on one point. How often does a man ruin his disciples by remaining always with them? When men are once trained, it is essential that their leader leave them, for without his absence they cannot develop themselves. Plants always remain small under a big tree. All knowledge that the world has ever received comes from the mind. The infinite library of the universe is in our own mind. Things do not grow better, they remain as they are. It is we who grow better, by the changes we make in ourselves. The brain and muscles must develop simultaneously. Iron nerves with an intelligent brain, and the whole world is at your feet. He is an atheist who does not believe in himself. The old religion said that he was an atheist who did not believe in God. The new religion says that he is an atheist who does not believe in himself. Even the greatest fool can accomplish a task if it were after his or her heart. But the intelligent ones are those who can convert every work into one that suits their taste. Blessed are they whose bodies get destroyed in the service of others. Are you unselfish? That is the question. If you are, you will be perfect without reading a single religious book, without going into a single church or temple. Truth can be stated in 1,000 different ways, yet each one can be true. Man is to become divine by realizing the divine. Idols or temples, or churches or books, are only the supports, the help of his spiritual childhood. Do good because it is good to do good. Ask no more. God did not give me everything that I wanted. But, he gave me everything that I needed. He who struggles is better than he who never attempts.